willing to work together with private sector as we witness the fall of different leaders in a high table. I encourage all stakeholders here today to continue working together to build a logistic ecosystem that's efficient, inclusive, sustainable, and globally competitive. Hence, we have to come up with a strong solution of logistics sector in our beloved motherland, Tanzania. I lastly take this opportunity to welcome all logistics stakeholders from Dubai to be a part of our upcoming Dar es Salaam International Trade Fair, commonly known as Sabasaba. This is a very important and strategic event taking place every year in Tanzania. And this year, we celebrate 50 years of Sabasaba. It is a golden jubilee of our treasure international market platform. So anyone who wants to penetrate into Tanzanian market, Sabasaba is a strategic platform. So come to Sabasaba and participate. For those who are interested, we are here to assist you and take part in this event. So we are here, we'll be here at the table there, we have our staff. Also, I take this opportunity to welcome everyone to come to visit Tanzania, to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, and wonderful land of Tanzania, Serengeti, Ngorongoro, and the beautiful clear beaches of Zanzibar and beautiful people of Zanzibar. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I wish you a productive deliberation. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza.
Naomba tumpigie makofi mama yetu. Na nafikiri this year, since it's the 50 years for Sabasaba, it's going to be unique. Every year anakujaga na ubunifu mbalimbali, and we should expect the best for this year's Sabasaba. A big round of applause for Dr. Latifa, DG from TanTrade. Thank you very much for such a presentation. Honorable guests of honor, distinguished guests, when I was introducing here the government institutions present and private sectors present, it is also pivotal to note that we are in UAE, and we should recognize the support and the collaboration from the government of UAE. So a big round of applause to the government of UAE. Also, allow me to note, Your Excellency, sir, the presence of Member of Parliament, Honorable Hamisi Tale Tale, Babu Tale. Please, a big round of applause as he is there. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. Looking for opportunity for your people in your constituency. Also, we wish to recognize the influencers around who have been a pivotal and focal point to ensure that this conference, this forum the message reach out. Allow me to recognize the presence of Maulidi Kitenge, senior sir. A big round of applause to Maulidi Kitenge, is right over there. Fizo, wherever you are, there, a big round of applause, a young man influencing business in logistics. Your Excellency, sir, allow me now to call upon here our host. We are in Dubai, but I have been interacting with logistic leaders, businessmen who are in Dubai, and they will tell you at all time that the embassy in Dubai is very supportive to the people, Tanzanian people who are in Dubai. And so they have made it easy for Tanzanians to come here to connect, to do business, and they have put infrastructure together. With that, it is led by a very visionary leader. Allow me to call here His Excellency, Ambassador from United Republic of Tanzania, representing here UAE, retired Lieutenant General Yaqub Hassan Mohammed, to come and give a remark. A big round of applause as our host comes, ladies and gentlemen. Tumshangilie tena kiongozi wetu. When we are in Dubai, this is our president. When we are in Dubai, this is our leader leading us. Please, a big round of applause as he approaches the podium. Most welcome, sir.
Thank you, MC. Let me just do a little bit of correction about the embassy is located in Abu Dhabi. Here we have a consulate general, so we work together. The UAE, the capital city is Abu Dhabi, and the business city is Dubai. So that's just a small correction, that the embassy itself is in Abu Dhabi, and also here we have our consulate general. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, MC, for the opportunity. Honorable David Mwakiposa, Kienzile, Deputy Minister, Minister of Transport, United Republic of Tanzania. Honorable James Kinyasi Miller, Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation, United Republic of Tanzania. Mr. Omar Hassani Omar, Consul General, Tanzania Consulate in Dubai. Mr. Hussein Jamal, Tanford Chairman. Mr. Hamisi Awadi, Tanzania Diaspora Chairman, UAE. M.S. Latifa, DG Tantrade, seen her, beautiful with the brain. All distinguished government officials, esteemed private sectors, representatives here, Tanford leadership, who is our host, embassy staff present here, Tanzania diaspora also present here, UAE officials from government of UAE present here. That means also the Dubai officials present here. Members of the media, I have seen my friend Mkama here from TBC. The list of distinguished invited guests is very long, so please allow me to say all the other protocols duly observed. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Assalamu alaikum, habari ya asubuhi. Honorable guests of honor, first and foremost, let me thank Allah, the Almighty, who enabled us to meet today in this special gathering at this moment in time to witness a special launch of the Tanzania Logistic Forum from among the Tanzania Diaspora Logistic Group of companies named Tanford. Honorable guest of honor, I'm very privileged and honored to address this Tanzania Logistics Forum here in Dubai, one of the world's most dynamic gateways hub for trade, connectivity, and innovation. I extend my deep appreciation to the organizers, Tanford, and to all partners who continue to strengthen the bridge between Tanzania and the United Arab Emirates. Guests of honor, it's another company and another milestone in Dubai from Tanzania private sector, as most of us remembers the recent launch of CRDB office in Dubai last month. This event marks another proud moment for Tanzanians and their growing connectivity abroad, especially in supporting the Tanzania government economic diplomacy policy worldwide. Today's gathering replicates a shared understanding. Logistics is no longer a supporting sector, but it is the engine that drives competitiveness, investment, and sustainable growth. Tanzania stands at a pivotal moment in that journey. With its strategic location along the coast of Indian Ocean, its expanding port infrastructure, modern rail and road networks, and its role as a natural gateway to more than 6 landlocked countries, Tanzania emerging as a logistics hub for East and Central Africa. The governments of Tanzania commitment under the leadership of Her Excellency President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan to reforms, efficiency, and private sector partnership is creating unprecedented opportunities. Honorable guests of honor, Tanzania boasts diverse range of agricultural products, mining, fisheries, and industrial products, which, if attended properly, will open up a huge influx of foreign exchange and potential regional investment through Tanzania Gateway. Your presence here today is a clear indication of Tanzania's commitment in opening its doors to not only landlocked neighboring countries, but to global investors, technology providers, and logistics innovators. It is also a sign of trust that the UAE and Dubai in particular can be a strategic partner in transforming Tanzania logistics venture. Honorable guest of honor, for investors, businessmen, and operators present here, the opportunities are tangible and immense. Tanzania has developed important logistics infrastructures which connects the region in the form of modern port operations and maritime services, integrated logistics parks and special economic zones, digital supply chain solutions, aviation and cargo expansion, green logistics and renewable energy-powered transport systems, modern railway lines, and renovated road services. Honorable guests of honor, Tanzania is not only investing in infrastructure, it is investing in predictability, transparency, and long-term partnership. As the ambassador of the United Republic of Tanzania in the United Arab Emirates, I can reaffirm our commitment to supporting all investors, companies, and every institution seeking to build meaningful, mutual beneficial endeavors in Tanzania. Honorable guests of honor, let me conclude my remarks by encouraging all present here to use and utilize this forum to deepen dialogue, unlock new collaborators, and propose solutions that will shape the future of regional trade. The world is shifting, supply chains are being reimagined, and Africa is rising. Tanzania welcomes you to be part of that rise. I thank you all for your attention and your confidence in Tanzania. It is my belief that together we can build the corridors of prosperity and connect our nations and our people for generations to come. Thank you for your kind attention. Asanteni sana. Shukran jazila. Thank you so much.
Ongeza makofi mengine tena. A big round of applause. Until he gets to his seat, tumshangilie tena tafadhali. Your Excellency, honorable guests of honor, distinguished guests, dear participants, you have heard by yourself, and I would paraphrase what His Excellency Ambassador has said, that we are here for 2 days, and this forum is gonna be a pivotal meeting for our next business deals that will be happening from here, from UAE, and of course from East Africa and Tanzania at large. So let's maximize it. Tujipigie makofi kwa kuweza kufika hapa leo. Your Excellency, honorable guests of honor, allow me to recognize as well the Executive Secretary from the Central Corridor Trade Facilitation Agency, and if they are present, the Executive Secretary, thank you very much, sir, for coming. Also, allow me to recognize the presence of Madam President from NAFTAL here in Dubai. Thank you very much for your participation, Madam. Also, that is Madam Nadia and her team. Her team, if they could stand, be upstanding, please. That's a team from the president from NAFTAL here in Dubai. Thank you very much for your coming. Also, I wish to recognize the presence of Executive Secretary from Central Corridor, Advocate Flori Okaju, if present. Oh, you have done. Thank you very much. Executive Secretary from TAFA, Mr. Liston, thank you very much for participating. Your Excellency, honorable guests of honor, allow me now to call upon the next speaker, who will be coming here to give remarks for this very strategic forum. I now call upon the Deputy Minister from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation from the United Republic of Tanzania, Honorable James Kinyasi Milia, who serves as a Deputy Minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation of the United Republic of Tanzania, where he is responsible for advancing Tanzania diplomatic relation and regional integration effort, particularly within the East African Community, EAC. In this role, he supports the Minister for Foreign Affairs in formulating, implementing foreign policy and promoting Tanzania interests. A big round of applause to him, please.
Honorable Dennis Lazaro Londo, Deputy Minister for Industry and Trade, our guest of honor, Mr. Hussein Jamal, Chairperson of the Tanzanian Freight Forwarders Network, TanTrade, Excellency, Ambassador of Tanzania, the UAE, Your Excellency, Director Generals present, CEOs, chairpersons, representatives of businesses, of national or community, and captains of industry, chairpersons of National Advanced Information Center, distinguished invited guests, and I would wish to recognize the presence of Honorable Tale Tale, present with us, Member of Parliament from Tanzania. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning, habari za asubuhi, na kwa wale wakubwa shikamooni, na wasalimia kwa jina la Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Kazi na utu, tunasonga mbele. It is a honor, honorable guest of honor, for me to stand before you this morning in the city of Dubai. In a few words, if I'm told to say and introduce Tanzania, well, how do I say it? Well, most of you, probably most of you have come to Tanzania, but also maybe a few of you have not gone to Tanzania. How many have not been to Tanzania? Raise up your hand. Right, so in this room, we have a few of us who have not been to Tanzania. How do I describe Tanzania? In a few words. When you decide to drive in the morning, let's say around 9 or 3 in the morning, from Namanga to Tunduma. When you decide to drive from our border, Rwanda and Tanzania, to the border of Tanzania and Mozambique, let's say at 2 in the morning, decide to drive from whichever angle of Tanzania to any destination in the country, whether in the middle of the country or a bit east or west of the country, you know for sure that you are driving in a country that you are not even worried that somebody along the way would hijack you, would stop you, not a bandit, a country known for so many years of being peaceful, stability, hospitality. That's Tanzania that I know and that we wish most of you would invest in this country. When I was growing up as a young boy in the village, I used to sing one of the songs, and I know most of you might have sung as well. That song that says, Tazama ramani utaona nchi nzuri yenye mito na mabonde mengi. Halafu kwako kiri nchi hiyo mashuhuri. That's Tanzania. And as I come to grow, contemplating the same words, as an aged young man in Tanzania, now I know the meaning of it and understand the vibration and the sound. That's the country we're all blessed to talk about today, and I'm pleased to say Tanzania is just unique in itself. Please feel so free to come. Distinguished participants, dear guests of honor, allow me to begin by expressing profound gratitude to the Almighty God for granting us the opportunity to convene here for the Tanzanian Trade and Logistics Forum in Dubai. It is a privilege to gather here for this pivotal platform under the theme, Connecting Trade to Africa's Heart, a topic that holds immense significance for our future economic prosperity. Before I proceed with my remarks, allow me to convey greetings from Honorable Ambassador Mahmoud Thabit Kombo, Minister for Foreign Affairs and East Africa Cooperation of the United Republic of Tanzania, who was eager to join us today. However, prior commitments have prevented his attendance. I'm therefore pleased to extend his heartfelt wishes for productive and successful deliberations as he fully supports the objectives and discussions of this forum. Honorable guests of honor, I'm deeply honored to join you today, and with great appreciations is extended to TAMFO. Mr. Chairperson Jamal Hussein, thank you for this great platform. Thank you for inviting and for putting together this first ever platform aiming to bring together Tanzania and the United Arab Emirates in areas of trade, logistics, and investment. Asante sana, Jamal. If I'm not mistaken, Tamford was officially established in the year 2025 here in Dubai. Yet, within a very short period of time of its existence, it has managed to orchestrate this momentous forum, which is well attended by both government and private sectors from Tanzania, UAE, as well as regional business community partners. Let us again, ladies and gentlemen, give TANFOM a strong round of applause for this achievement. This is highly impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, guests of honor, this is not a mere gathering. It's rather an invaluable platform for meaningful dialogue aimed at advancing economic prosperity. More so, it aligns well with Tanzania's development vision 2050, which aspires to achieve inclusive growth, sustainability, and global competitiveness. I'm confident that the discussions we hold here will significantly shape the future we all envision of integrating the world's business to the heart of Africa, including showcasing Tanzania's competitiveness as a strategic regional trade and logistics hub, serving East Africa, Central and Southern Africa landlocked neighboring countries, as you have already mentioned, Mr. Chairperson. This forum is being held at a the right time when diplomatic, trade, and economic relations between Tanzania and UAE is flourishing. Oil and gas, trade, tourism, and investment being key sectors of our cooperation, driven increasingly by reciprocal high levels visits and frequent exchange of businesses, communities forums, including the one recently held between Tanzania Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, and their counterpart, the Bay Chamber of Commerce, also without forgetting excellent cooperation between Tanzania Ports Authority, TPA, and DP World, as well as cooperation in civil aviation, just to mention a few. Guests of honor, it's worth noting that due to strong economic and trade relations, Tanzania and UAE have witnessed a substantial growth in terms of trade volumes, approximately rising from USD 985.31 millions in 2018 to USD 1,755.42 millions in the third quarter of 2025. Notably, Tanzania has emerged among top 5 largest UAE trading partners among African nations. No wonder why Tanford have decided to bring together experienced logistics and trade professionals to help such a massive business growth across Tanzania, the UAE, and the wider Gulf Cooperation Council GCC region. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, given the nature of attendance, I'm confident that a lot of issues regarding trade, investment, transportation will transpire during further discussions. I'm therefore inclined to settle my remarks around economic diplomacy and Tanzania's position in international trade. Honorable guests of honor, as you must be aware, the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, under her able leadership of Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, continues to advance economic diplomacy as a central pillar of our new Tanzania foreign policy. With that, we actively use international relations as a tool to expand trade, attract investment, and open new markets for Tanzania goods and services. One of the policy objectives of our economic diplomacy is to establish mechanisms for private sector engagement in foreign relations, targeting to avail linkage among Tanzania national economic interests as enshrined under Tanzania's Development Vision 2050 and Zanzibar Development Vision 2050. Private sector, motives, and foreign partners, stakeholders altogether. Guests of honor, this forum therefore represents a practical extension of our economic diplomacy policy, moving beyond government level engagement into direct private collaboration where real business opportunities are created. Guests of honor, as we all aware, Tanzania is the only country with deep water ports connecting both the East Africa Community EAC and Southern African Development Community SADC, making it the private maritime gateway for SADC landlocked nations, Zambia, Malawi, DRC, East Africa, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi. And I want to reiterate what Mr. Chairman Jamal says it is merely, there was a phrase he used, we want Tanzania not just as a market, but as a gateway. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This fact has necessitated Tanzania's aspirations to engage in major transformative initiatives and infrastructure development and enhancing its logistical capabilities and seamless cross-border trade. Key development includes investment in road networks, the modern standard gauge railway SGR, and the expansion of ports and airports. The revival of the national career in Tanzania, Air Tanzania. I'm therefore confident that through this forum, partnerships will be created, unlocking Tanzania to its full unstoppable potential as one of the most powerful trade corridors in Africa. Honorable guests of honor, I'm personally delighted to see an attendance of influential dignitaries, representatives, the players, and potential stakeholders in this forum, advancing economic diplomacy from both public and private sectors. Guests of honor, as we navigate the complexities of our global economy, it is vital that we recognize the power of collaboration. We encourage stakeholders from the UAE and international partners to explore investment opportunities in Tanzania, build partnerships with Tanzanian companies, utilize Tanzania as a gateway to East Africa and Central South Africa, collaborating its logistic, industrial development, and value additional sectors. Last but not least, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and East Africa Cooperation therefore commend the Tanzania diaspora business community in the UAE through Tom Ford for taking these important initiatives to recognize this professional platform aimed to enhancing economic diplomacy and Tanzania's role in global trade and logistics. Dear honorable guests of honor, the government of Tanzania remains committed to creating an enabling business environment characterized by policy stability, transparency, and investor governance. On our part, we will continue to ensure that our diplomatic engagement supports trade facilitation and economic cooperation for the benefit of our people, and more importantly, making sure Tanzania is peaceful for trade thrive. As I conclude, I would like to wish to use this opportunity to underscore that apart from trade and logistics, Tanzania also prioritizes new economic frontiers by promoting investment opportunities available in the blue economy, particularly in Zanzibar, and tourism sector as part of our economic diplomacy. You have heard from the TanTrade, dada yetu. I wish to commend the work and unwavering commitment of our embassy in Abu Dhabi. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Balozi. Such a humble diplomat, and I'm privileged to meet you for the second, third time. And I've always been admiring how you conduct, how humble you are, and most Tanzanians and diplomats should be like you. Thank you, thank you. As I conclude, Tanzania is open for business. Tanzania is ready for global partnerships, and Tanzania stands ready to serve as the gateway to Africa's heart. In conclusion, I wish all productive discussions, successful business engagements, and meaningful partnership. Dear guests of honor, I also wish to mention, just to say, I've met two people in this conference that I've known for many years. One of them being the Director General of Fair Trade Competition, Hadija Ngasongwa, whom I happen to have gone to one university with. Thank you, Hadija. Second one is Elias Lukumai from Tatoa. Thank you. Just to conclude, before I decided to get into politics, that was in the year 2007, December, to be precise, one of the very key persons to have convinced me to get into politics, Elias is one of them. Thank you, Elias. I hope I've not let you down, that I'm still up to the standards and commitments and the vision to bring Tanzania to the heights. Thank you, everybody. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki, and wish you all the best. Asanteni. Asante sana. Karibuni Tanzania. Asante. Thank you. Yes. I was given a mandate, and thank you. Allow me also to recognize the presence of the media around. Please, may I ask, oh, Kibakuli, thank you. My comrade in the Youth League. May I please introduce you to the very guest of honor, a renowned politician, a very kind person, a person that I succeed in the ministry. He was a deputy minister before me. I'm actually sailing through his works. What he did at the ministry is what makes me a bit comfortable to work today, not other than Honorable Dennis Londo from Mikumi constituency. Please, with me, a hand of applause as he comes to the stage to give his remarks. Karibu sana.
Honorable James Ole Milia, Deputy Minister, Foreign and East Africa Cooperation, and actually he's my successor at the Foreign, as he mentioned. Your Excellency, Mr. Yakub Mohammed, retired Lieutenant General, Ambassador of United Republic of Tanzania in United Arab Emirates. I recognize the presence of Member of Parliament, and he's my neighbor back home, His Excellency Hamis Taletale, Dr. Latifa Hamis, Director General, Tanzania Trade Development, TanTrade, my sister Khadija Ngasongwa, Acting Director, Fair Competition Commission, FCC, Mr. Hussein Jamal, Chairman of Tanzania Freight Forwarders, Stanford, distinguished delegates from the Government of the United Republic of Tanzania, government officials from Dubai, United Arab Emirates, esteemed business leaders and investors, media, as we politicians, when we have long list of important people in the room and we can't go through the whole list, we always like to shorten by saying that please allow me to ride on established protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Kazi na utu. I wish to take this opportunity to give thanks to Almighty God for His grace and allowing us to be here today in Dubai City for this Trade and Logistics Forum. Before I proceed, please allow me to submit and convey lovely greetings from Her Excellency, our President of United Republic of Tanzania, Madam Samia Suluhu Hassan, who is aware of this event today, and through Prime Minister, she asked the delegation, Tanzania delegation here, to convey her loved greetings to all participants in this room. And second, allow me to submit his lovely greetings from the Prime Minister of our government, United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. Mwigulu Lameck Nchemba, of whom, when I asked him permission to come to join you today, he said that I have to use this opportunity to convey his greetings and his commitment to support the mission of Tanford and all stakeholders as Vision 2050 stipulates. In the same line, allow me to submit greetings from my minister at the Ministry of Industry and Trade, Madam Judith Kapinga. Actually, she was supposed to be here today, but due to other commitments in Tanzania, as you are aware, the parliament session has just ended, and the ministers, they are busy to stipulate in preparation for the incoming parliament session, which actually is very crucial because it's going to launch the foundation for Vision 2050, because we are going to have the first budget, of which actually is going to set a foundation for the implementation of our government vision. So in this case, this forum is being held at a very strategic location, one that plays a vital role in global trade and logistics. That's why it's not surprising to me this forum actually went with the theme, Connecting Global Trade to Africa's Trade. Congratulations for all organizers and participants. In the same line, as you all are aware, Dubai is considered a trade hub connecting Asia, Africa, and Europe, and it's continued to serve as a key gateway for the international commerce. Within this global trade network, Tanzania holds an important position as a growing economy and a strategic gateway to East and Central Africa. It is within this context that Tanzania and the United Arab Emirates have built a long-standing partnership in economic, political, and social cooperation. I would further like to extend my sincere appreciation to the organizers, the Tanzania Forwarders representation in Dubai, Tanford, to our host in the United Arab Emirates, and all participants whose efforts and engagement have made this event possible. We look forward to your continued collaboration, support, and constructive engagement with the government in advancing our shared economic objectives. On behalf of Honorable Judith Kapinga, Minister for Industry and Trade of the United Republic of Tanzania, allow me to convey our sincere appreciation for the invitation extended to our ministry to participate in this important and timely forum. This gathering reflects the shared commitment of both the public and private sectors to advance trade, investment, and economic cooperation, recognizing their joint role as a key driver of sustainable economic development. The government of the United Republic of Tanzania remains fully committed to fostering an enabling environment that promotes constructive engagement between the government institutions and the private sector. In this regard, as Vision 2050 stipulates, Tanzania places highly importance on the strengthening public-private partnership as a means of building an economy that is inclusive, competitive, and resilient, while enhancing trade corridors that link Africa to the global markets. In line with this commitment to strengthen public-private partnership, I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize the distinguished members of the business community present here today in Dubai. We highly value your dedication and continued contribution to the growth and development of the business sector in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, as some of you belong to BBC, birth before computer, you may still recall those good days when communication from one place to another, it could take days, if not weeks. When communication was very expensive. I think you still recall before WhatsApp, we used to have Viber and Skype. When sending a parcel from one place to another place was a nightmare, because when a parcel was more cheaper than the cost of transporting from one destination to another destination. So it was timely and costly. So in today's globalized economy, business operates within highly interconnected market where goods and services move across borders with increasing speed and complexity. This reality underscores the central role of logistics as a critical enabler of international trade and economic integration. The government of United Republic of Tanzania, under the leadership of Her Excellency President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, recognize integrated logistics as the key driver for accelerating socio-economic transformation and enhancing global connectivity. Since taking office, Her Excellency Madam President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan has prioritized economic diplomacy, trade facilitation, and investment promotion, leading high-level trade missions as she was here during Dubai Expo, and opening new markets for Tanzania products and driving reforms that improve the business environment and build investors' confidence. Her leadership has reinforced Tanzania's outward-looking trade strategy and stronger partnership with Gulf economies, including UAE. Tanzania's strategic framework, including National Development Vision 2050, guide our policies and investments in trade, industry, and logistics. In particular, set a transformative agenda with trade and clear objectives to position Tanzania as a competitive, industrialized, and inclusive middle-income country by mid-century. Key objective of Vision 2050 that include accelerated industrialization and diversification of the economy to increase the manufacturing share of GDP and create quality jobs for Tanzanians, modern, resilient, and climatic smart infrastructure to reduce logistics costs and improve connectivity, competitive export-oriented value chains and agro-processing to raise value and export value and enhance food security, urbanization and human capital development that improving education, health, and skills for support productivity and innovation, regional integration and value chain linkages to leverage Tanzania's strategic location as a gateway. As Chairman Hussein said, I would like to emphasize Tanzania not a market, but a gateway to East, Central, and Southern Africa. Sustainable management of natural resources and promotion of the blue economy to ensure long-term and inclusive growth. These objectives that align with national trade policy and our rolling development plans, which sets concrete targets to raise the contribution in manufacturing and trade to GDP, expand value-added exports, and reduce trade transactions times with a population of over 60 million and expanding regional market access. Tanzania is strategically placed to benefit from enhanced logistics and trade integration. Ladies and gentlemen, Tanzania made significant progress in strengthening its logistic capability through strategic investment in infrastructure, institutional reforms, and technological advancement. These efforts leverage the country's strategic geographical location and include the expansion of the modernization of road networks, phased development of the standard gauge railway, SGR, to improve inland connectivity, and ongoing port and airport upgrades, all intended to position Tanzania as a reliable gateway to the market of East, Central, and Southern Africa. Through the Ministry of Industry and Trade, the government coordinates trade facilitation reforms aimed at simplifying procedures, reducing trade barriers, and enhancing transparency in trade-related processes. These initiatives are implemented in close collaboration with customs authorities, port operators, standard agencies, and other regulatory institutions to improve overall logistics efficiency. Digitalization of customs and single-window systems is accelerating clearance times and reducing paperwork for exporters and importers. In addition, the government oversees the establishment and development of industrial parks, special economic zones, and export processing zones that are strategically integrated with ports, railways, highways, airports, and key logistic corridors. This approach is intended to ensure efficient and seamless supply chains for raw materials, intermediate inputs, and finished products, and to attract both domestic and foreign direct investment into export-oriented production. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, transport logistics in Tanzania, especially the Port of Dar es Salaam together with the Port of Tanga and Port of Mtwara, positions Tanzania as a key maritime gateway to East and Central and Southern Africa. Serves landlocked countries such as Zambia, DRC, Burundi, Rwanda, Malawi, and Uganda, as my successor, Ole Miria, stipulates, but also provide the shortest and most efficient seaway access for many Southern and Central African markets. Strengthen Tanzania's role within the East African Community and Southern African Development Cooperation, AMA Community, SADC. Tanzania's ports are not just entry and exit points for goods and services. They are strategic economic assets that connect Tanzania to global markets, support regional trade integration, drive industrialization, create jobs and government revenues, strengthening logistic efficiency across East and Central and Southern Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, furthermore, regional and continental integration initiative, including the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, the EAC and SADC, offer significant opportunities for Tanzania to further strengthen its trade and logistics ecosystem. In this context, the Ministry of Industry and Trade ensure that national industry and the trade policies are fully aligned with the frameworks in order to enhance the regional connectivity, facilitate trans-made trade, and promote deeper supply chain integration across the region. Ladies and gentlemen, it is against the backdrop of the regional and global integration, Tanzania stands ready to deepen partnerships and collaboration in order to unlock new opportunities in trade and logistics. We invite strategic partners in agro-processing and in the development of export-oriented logistics systems, including warehousing, cold chain logistics, packaging, and transport services that meet international standards. These investments are critical to support agricultural exports, manufactured goods, and value-added products destined for the region and the global market. Beyond this, Tanzania remains open to collaboration along and across a broader range of priority sectors such as energy, manufacturing, blue economy, mineral, infrastructure, and tourism. The future of the trade logistics lies in effective collaboration, where government provide enabling policies and regulatory environments, and the private sector brings investment, innovation, and operational efficiency. Through strengthening public-private partnership, we can unlock shared prosperity, not only for Tanzania, but for the wider region and the global economy. In conclusion, I encourage all participants to fully utilize this platform to forge strategic partnership that will drive industrial growth, promote the exchange of technology and expertise, and expand access to the new markets and opportunities. Let us build the momentum created by our leader, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, and the strategic objectives of 2050 to translate plans into jobs, increase the exports, and the resilient supply chains. Such collaboration will not only advance Tanzania's economic development objectives, but it will also contribute to the broader economic transformation of the African continent. I look forward to productive deliberations and the emergence of meaningful partnership that yield tangible benefits for our nation and our partners. With these brief remarks, let me now declare this Trade and Logistics Forum officially here in Dubai opened. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza.
Very big round of applause. Tanzania Trade and Logistics Forum 2026 is now officially open. A very big thank you to His Excellency, our guest of honor,
Big round of applause to Honorable Londo, please. Thank you very much. You may be seated for a while. Your Excellency, sir, we appreciate you and we thank you for such a remarkable and powerful speech to the investors in this room. We thank you and we believe this forum will come up with very productive partnership and business that will be birthed because you were here gracing this very important and auspicious forum. A big round of applause to our guests of honor. Honorable guests of honor, distinguished guests, when I was introducing the guests present here, I had forgotten a very important person in our midst. He leads us as we are doing business. We also need a spiritual guidance. So we have a spiritual guider who is in this room. He is a mentor to many businessmen here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sheikh Mkuu wa Mkoa wa Dar es Salaam, the Chief Sheikh from the region of Dar es Salaam, Mr. Walid Omar Kawambwa. Your Excellency, sir, also, as the media team will be projecting our sponsors, for you to see our sponsors, TPA, they have been our main sponsor for this year Tanford conference. A big round of applause to TPA. Also, a big muscle of sponsorship from DP World. A big round of applause to DP World. Without forgetting, in East Africa now, we are very proud with this company because it is indeed Simba wa Bahari. I don't know if you have ever seen a lion in the sea, but we have Simba wa Bahari, and that is Silent Ocean. A big round of applause to Silent Ocean. I think by now, Silent Ocean wants to take over the world. I don't know what you want other companies to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have TEAGTL in our midst. A big round of applause to our sponsors. And the media team, you'll be projecting our sponsors. On the very same note, also, Your Excellency, sir, we thank you for such a remarkable speech, a welcoming speech, an opening speech. If we can now request you and the delegation from High Table to proceed to this platform for a photo session. Please, sir, with the delegation, I welcome you to the platform for the photo session. Karibuni sana. May I request the ushers to place the chairs. Tanzania Trade and Logistics Forum 2026 here in Dubai could not have been possible, Your Excellency, sir, and the distinguished guests there in the High Table, without the support from the staff from the embassy and the consul office here in Dubai and the embassy in Abu Dhabi. We thank you. The staff have been very cooperative, helping us from the beginning to now. We appreciate the staff from the embassy of Tanzania here in Abu Dhabi and here in Dubai. Allow me also to request the following groups to prepare. They will be coming in the order that I'll be mentioning here. The first picture will be the High Table. That will be the first picture, the High Table, with the chairman from the Tanford, the organizers of this auspicious forum. After the High Table, I would request the sponsors as well to prepare.
Basi tuwapigie makofi high table. And ukiona ujumbe mzito namna hii umekuja kwenye such a forum namna hii, maana yake hii forum itakuwa ina mambo makubwa sana leo hii. Tupige makofi mengine mengi tena. Thank you, our distinguished guests. Thank you, guests of honor. Allow me to call the sponsors. As I call you, you'll be standing behind them, please. So tutapita kule, tunatokea this side. We'll be passing on my left, which is on your right, and exiting through on my right, which is on your left. The sponsors, all the sponsors, TPA, DP World, Silent Ocean, TEAGTL. After this group, I would request the members of parliament represented here by Honorable Hamisi Tale, Babu Tale, to come as well to take a picture. We recognize your effort being here, means a lot. Thank you very much, our sponsors, our dear sponsors. Thank you. Honorable Babu Tale is not just a member of parliament, jamani, pia ni mfanya biashara tu. Kundi linalofuata, naomba Tanford tuungane pamoja naye tafadhali. Tanford, all the team from Tanford, please join. All the team from Tanford, please join. Remember, we pass through my left side, which is on your right side, and we exit via my right side, which is on your left side. Zingatia kimo, pambana, uonekane. Tusogee huku tafadhali, bado kuna nafasi ya kutosha. Wale warefu kama mimi mnakaa mbele. Kwa kinyume chake sasa. Asante sana. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, hiyo ni timu ambayo imeandaa hii forum usiku na mchana, and we appreciate their efforts. Asante sana. Asanteni sana. Asanteni sana Tanford. Thank you very much. A big round of applause to this wonderful team. They have worked tirelessly to ensure that this forum is a success. Landlocked please. Landlocked, local companies from Tanzania. Local companies from Tanzania representing, please. Bado unajiuliza wewe ni local ama international? As long as you're from Tanzania, you are representing here, please come and take a picture. Kumbuka kuna ripoti ofisini, tutakuuliza ulishiriki forum, ndio. Mbona tukukuona? So make sure you are appearing in this picture, and it's a great honor taking a picture with two deputy ministers. Okay, kundi hilo linaweza likasubiri kidogo tukamaliza hii alafu tukafuata tukate mara mbili. Safi. Asanteni sana. Exit on my right. The next group. Diaspora companies, please prepare. Na viongozi ambao wako diaspora. Diaspora companies, please prepare na viongozi ambao wako diaspora. Meaning they are based here in Dubai. Mejibana sana kule, kuna nafasi nyingine iko huku. Naona Dr. Latifa kule ana upako, anapenda kumzunguka sana kule. Asante sana. Wakati huu sasa diaspora companies ambao zina present diaspora, they are basing here in Dubai. Wakati huo taasisi zote za serikali zilizopo mtakuwa mnajiandaa. Diaspora companies, please come. As the government institutions prepare, diaspora representatives. Diaspora representatives. We are passing through my left side, which is on your right side, so that we can have a smooth exit and entry. Let this group finish and then you can. Just there. Thank you very much. The next group, please proceed. We pass through the left side and we exit on the right. Government institutions present, please prepare. Private sectors, after the government institution, private sectors present, the likes of Tatoa and the rest, please prepare. On the private sectors, financial institutions, also you will join the private sectors. Thank you, diasporas. Thank you. Government institutions, please proceed. TAFA, Tatoa, TPSF, other private companies, and financial institutions, please prepare. After government institutions, private sectors, please prepare. Led by TAFA, Tatoa, TPSF, and other private companies, please prepare. I don't know what is with the government institutions, but you guys are looking smart in suit. You came ready. I don't know. I don't think if the investors here will leave with their questions, because you guys are set. By the look, you are set to help these investors. Thank you very much. A big round of applause to these government institutions present. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Private sectors, have you seen government institutions? Wamekuja wamejipanga. Now, private sectors, TAFA, Tatoa, TPSF, and other private companies present, please proceed for the picture. Hiyo ni private sector, na miongoni mwao hapo yupo mkurugenzi wa TPSF katikati yao. Naomba mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi uweze kumtambua mkurugenzi wa TPSF ambaye yupo katikati yao. Asante sana. Kama tuko wengi, wengine wanaweza wakasubiri tukawa makundi mawili. Kama tuko wengi, wengine wanaweza wakasubiri tukawa makundi mawili. Mmejipanga, tumekuwa mstari mrefu sana. Nusu tunaweza tukajigawa, naomba nigawe kutokea hapa. Turudi hivi kidogo. Turudi hivi kidogo. Asante sana. We exit. We allow others. Thank you. At 12 sharp, we'll be going for lunch break and prayer. So our Muslim brothers and sisters, the fraternity of our Muslim brothers and sisters will be going for prayers and lunch break for all of us. And the mosque is right here at this hotel. May I call embassy staff? Embassy staffs? Shehe, naomba usiondoke. Shehe pamoja na marafiki wa mheshimiwa mgeni wa mheshimiwa naibu waziri mtakuja hapa. Asanteni sana. Wakati members of the media wakijiandaa, naomba nikaribishe mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi. Tanford ina walezi, na moja kati ya walezi aliyopo hapa, naomba nimkaribishe mheshimiwa Mohamed Moka aweze kuja kupiga picha hapa. Tunatambua ulezi wake na ndio umefanya tuanze. Pamoja na shehe, naomba msindikize sasa. Shehe mkuu wa mkoa wa Dar es Salaam atakuwa anakuja pamoja naye. Naomba tupige makofi hawa kwa walezi hawa. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Mohamed Moka, asante sana shehe wetu, asante sana. Mguu wa baraka huu shehe, mwezi huu tunakaribia mwezi wa mtukufu wa Ramadhani na umekuja, ni mguu wa baraka sana. Naomba tupige makofi mengine mengi tena. Makofi mengine mengi kwa viongozi wetu wakimsalimia. Media group ndio itakuwa kundi la mwisho, na baada ya hapa we'll be going for after here. Media group will be the last group to take picture, and after here we'll allow the guests of honor and the delegation to proceed for lunch break, and for our Muslim brothers and sisters to proceed for prayer. We'll be having a break for 1.5 hours, and then we'll come back here to proceed with the following sessions that are ahead of us. The media groups present, please. Maulid Kitenge, Fizo, and other media groups are representing. Please come for the pictures. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, Maulid Kitenge amekuwa kinara wa kuhamasisha Watanzania wafanyabiashara katika logistic waweze kushiriki katika forum hii. Amefanya kazi kubwa, amefanya kazi nzuri na tunatambua mchango wake. Ndugu yetu Maulid Kitenge. Fizo kwenye content, masuala ya social media, yuko vizuri sana huyo kijana unayemuona hapa, anaitwa Fizo. Masuala content, social media, management yuko vizuri sana, na kubrandi makampuni anafanya kazi kubwa sana, pamoja na media personnel ambao wapo. Hii ndio itakuwa picha yetu ya mwisho, na pengine MC akiungana katika picha hii. Asante sana. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, sasa tumefikia mwisho. Tunakushukuru sana pamoja na delegation yako. Mungu awabariki sana. Now we'll be heading for a lunch break, tukiongozwa na chairman wetu atakuwa akituongoza. Karibuni sana. Wageni wetu, delegation yetu, tunaomba tuendelee kubaki tumekaa mpaka delegation ya viongozi itakapokuwa imetoka. Please let's remain seated until the guests have walked out, and then we'll be giving you the itinerary for the following session. I've seen my brother, Mr. Amani. Is Mr. Amani around? Imani, Mr. Imani, yes. Please stand, sir. This gentleman over there alianza business ya logistic kama masiara, lakini sasa hivi ana own trucks na anafanya kazi nzuri. Unaona kila unapoenda kwenye masuala ya logistic lazima utamkuta, and he's doing a great job. Naomba ni jicho la kumwangalia jamani, wenye logistic company humu ndani. This guy is a man to look at. Yes, asante sana. Dear distinguished guests, delegation around here, now we'll be going for lunch break. It will be break for 1.5 hours. Lunch will be served right at the lobby. And for our Muslim brothers and sisters, the mosque is right at the exit